international fight week. Okay, no problem.
Next month we're hitting Sin City, lads. Open the top button. Open the top button. The eye.
Welcome back to Combat Sports, and today we have Conor McGregor, who might apparently be back, which I'm going to be totally honest, I'm not entirely sure about, because Conor McGregor has been claiming to be coming back for the last, 2 years now, pretty much, straight up. It has been the longest comeback of all time. But obviously this weekend we had UFC 326, and they announced the White House card, which I thought Conor McGregor, there was a very slim chance he might be on it, but when you look at it in a business sense, why would you have a card that's already going to sell and put McGregor on it and make it a massive card when you could double the income by putting Conor McGregor in for International Fight Week, which I think is the most likely outcome here. So if that does happen, it makes more sense, because why would you want Conor McGregor to go on the White House card, a card that was going to sell anyway? And the other day, Chael Sonnen put out a video with the Smashcast, and basically they said Conor McGregor is going to return. He was speaking, he came on a Zoom call, and I'm kind of slightly worried that he might still not be there fully. But at the same time, I think you've got to go, well, after the amount of stuff he's been through over the last, 4 years, you kind of have to assume that he's probably taken a lot of damage, especially to his mental health and his well-being. Alright, so here we have Conor McGregor talking to Chael Sonnen. So we'll just give it a little watch here. Let's get the bit where he comes in. Here we are.
Undisputed. This is not AI, Chael. This is real. This is... I'm gonna say what it is. This is the God himself, the notorious Conor McGregor. Listen, if he's above and there's one walking on earth, it is you, my friend. Chael, we are in... with you,
What is he doing there? Like, just one. That doesn't look like a guy that is. It looks like he's trying to pick up some extra stuff that might still be in his nose. He's like taking one good. Yeah, good lord, mate. Is he still there? I don't think he's there anymore. Let's just watch that again. So he joins the Zoom call. And straight away, within about 30 seconds, in less than 30 seconds, he looks like he's off his face. And it's like that interview about a couple years ago, where he's like, I am the creator.
I'm the creator. I'm the creator.
And I'm just like, mate, you're not God. What is...
If he's above and there's one walking on earth, it is you, my friend. Chael, we are in...
saying...
with you,
practically saying to McGregor, mate, there's a God up there and there's one down here and he's walking around now. And basically calling McGregor a God. Not going to help his ego anymore. He's going to go back later and go, D, grab the bag. I'm going at it again. He's probably going to go even with the video where he's looking at the moon and he's like, it's like the sphere. Yeah, look at it. It's like the sphere. I'm like, good lord, man. We need to just dial this back a bit. Dial this back. Let's just take a week off, okay? Let's just have a bit of therapy, mate. Dial it back, okay? Because it's getting a bit out of control now.
with you, I feel like I'm walking in honor of presence. Now we have Conor here. I don't know if there's a better trio. I'm just going to throw it out there in the space, but...
What's that camera angle? The thing is, I can't take McGregor seriously anymore. It looks like he's like, hey guys, what's up, Conor McGregor? What is going on?
Chael, what do you have to say to the man himself? Go ahead. I know you've been excited.
Yeah, well, first off, it's great to see you, Conor. And
What's he guarding from? Chael's on the phone. I feel like McGregor is on this interview going like, oh, it's Chael Sonnen. Yeah, I guarantee he's on the call going like, oh, but I better guard up. It's Chael Sonnen. Who's going to go and punch him? Is someone going to punch him through the camera?
I haven't seen a lot of pieces. Listen, the UFC, I know you've been pushing for the Chandler fight and the White House. Rumors are coming out of maybe Conor and International Fight Weekend. Can we just start with an update? Where do you stand right now as far as your competitive future?
Yeah.
So, as I was aware, it was the White House. I was up for the White House. I know the administration was strong for me to be in the White House. It was McGregor versus Chandler. The story was built in. Chandler's a stand-up guy. He's electric in the cage. He comes to bring it. I'm the Mac. I'll fly through the air on an opponent like Chandler. It would have been dynamite as far as a fight. And somewhere down the line, Not me ever saying no or hey ho, not enough money or no, nothing. Just, maybe we're going to go with you for international fight week. Okay, no problem. Maybe we're going to leave Chandler. I do like Chandler. I might have been preparing for him for the last few years. I feel a bit weird. He deserves to go after the waiting, and it'd be a great fight. It makes sense. It's easy done. It gets me back in there. But they veered off it. I'm not gonna be too picky. I have to get back. I'm eager to get back. I've been out and loved myself. So okay, sorry, Chandler. It is what it is. What weight, Connor, are you gonna do? I'm gonna do 170, as you know. I'm a big boy, a lot bigger than before. Okay, well, we're gonna offer you this opponent. Yes, no problem. I accept. Day after day after day. No problem. We'll send the contract. Excellent. It's a great matchup. That's a great matchup. That's a great matchup. That's all you ever heard about out of me. And no contract came.
Well, I think that's pretty clear that obviously they want McGregor back. But I think McGregor's twisting this a little bit because, yeah, I do think he wants to come back. And as he said there, he wanted to fight Chandler. He wanted to fight on the White House card. They said that International Fight Week. He said, cool, no problem. But I think they don't want to go with Michael Chandler because I think they want McGregor to go for the BMF title. And I think, Oliveira would be a horrible fight. Him versus Oliveira would be a horrible fight. It would just be like Khabib McGregor too. It would literally just be like that. Whereas I think Nate Diaz or, Nick Diaz said he wants to come back. Nate or Nick would be a great matchup for McGregor because I don't want to be rude, but the guy, you look at him there, he's getting on a little bit. He's in his dad era. He's not young McGregor anymore. You look at young McGregor to McGregor now, you go, my God, he's aged terribly. He's not aged well at all. And he's a great athlete. He'll always be a great athlete. But I think that kind of, how do you even describe it? Just how McGregor was back in the day, he will never get back to that. And I think he will just be a lot slower. He will want to box a lot more. I think he'll want to, keep standing up, keep it on the feet. I don't think he'll ever look towards doing any grappling anymore. I think if he ever gets taken down, I think he's going to get straight back up. And for some reason, I think he's going to end up, kind of becoming more of a Muay Thai fighter. All right, and here we have Conor McGregor talking about Holloway and Oliveira, and obviously I think he wants to fight for the BMF at 170. So we'll give it a quick watch.
Suit, yeah, and then I'll be in the year. Next month we're hitting Sin City, lads. Open the top button. Open the top button. The eye is off.
Okay, all right, we've already started, and he's already said, "Oh, I'm going to Sin City." McGregor, you and Vegas is a terrible idea at the moment. It's like a cocktail for disaster. It is like, mixing everything to just torment McGregor. So quite honestly, I think it'd be a bit of a bad move. I think he needs to go do an isolation camp, very much get himself grounded, get himself back into that mode. Get himself training every single day, get away from all the distractions and get back into the ring. Not the ring side of the cage, but, I think McGregor has a lot still that he wants to do. And I think he also wants to box at some point. So, I think, he definitely should be looking, to go for the BMF because he can't actually go for a title now because, he's just not that level anymore. So I think the BMF, go for that, have a couple more, legacy fights in the UFC. Maybe do Nate Diaz, then do Nick Diaz maybe because that could be a cool matchup. It could be I fought both the Diaz brothers. Obviously if he wants to do Michael Chandler, maybe if McGregor comes back and he's really good, Paddy Pimblett. That because you postpone that fight any longer, Paddy will win.
On the top button, the eye is off. There's this diplomatic duty. That White House event is going to be the eye is going to be on there. We're barely going to be able to enjoy the event for sure. They love to sit there and watch a fight with the Mac, and then we go to Sin City and watch a McGregor fight. I'm over it, no problem. Yes. You won't hear no from me ever.
All right, so it's 170.
We know you don't say no a lot, McGregor. We've seen the videos of you at the night owl. I think you said yes to a lot of things.
International Fight Week. You're saying yes to everybody. there really should be no issue then. Obviously, with the UFC, there's going to be a numbers game. And listen, Audie's the best at what he does, so you're in great hands. You guys have been together forever. So, Conor, if it's not tough...
What do you want to ask you? Chael, who do you want to see me fight? Who are you up for? Who in this fight?
Okay, Michael Chandler. That's the fight that we were promised. I waited a couple of years for it.
Thing. Wheel me out in the White House, and I'll do the fucking International Fight Week as well. You know that's an early one. You know that's a firecracker of a fight, and one man goes down, and it ain't this man.
Chael,
you know what? I got to tell you this on a personal note, Conor. If I don't get to talk to you, I want to just tell you something, man to man. You have been so honorable towards Michael Chandler because Red Danny Night is real. And I have noticed that you have gone out of your way, even though he's your opponent, you want to fight him, you've gone out of your way to build him and preserve this idea. And I hope people do notice that because you deserve credit for that.
Listen, we're all in this.
I agree with that. I think Charles, he said it right on the head there, nail on the head. You know, that is the exact thing that you can say McGregor's done really well with here because, you know, Michael Chandler deserves that fight. He did a lot of promotion. You know, he went to the WWE, he went to events, he spoke about it. He was like calling out Conor McGregor here, doing this, doing that. McGregor is doing his tweets, which then built, you know, the hype even more. So I think, yeah, Charles absolutely right here.
We're all chasing this dream. I appreciate Michael, and I'd like to fight. I'm prepared for the last 3-4 fucking years. So it's just, I lost at the last thing. I was like, heartbreaking. I want to do it again, but so look, I don't know. We can't decide what these men do, you know, and I don't want to. They, you know, I don't doubt them. It's like in this current climate, we're all cattle, yeah? All these fighters, we're all cattle. I just happen to be free range, you know. I'm organic, if you will, or I'm like Wagyu walking around the fucking farm. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, this is what I worry. He's comparing him, like he's going, oh, if we're all steaks, I'd be like Wagyu. You know, I think he's an expensive ribeye at the moment. He's an expensive ribeye. He was Wagyu. He's an expensive ribeye now. I don't think he's Wagyu. I think people like Tom Aspinall Wagyu. People like, you know, at the moment like Tyson Fury's on his comeback. I think, you know, Tyson Fury is preserving himself really well at his age. He's Wagyu. You know, Anthony Joshua Wagyu. You know, if you go to the UFC, you know, Islam Makhachev Wagyu, Khabib Wagyu. You know, a lot of the Dagestanis are great MMA fighters. They are like the Wagyu. You know, if you're going to go on about, you know, comparing yourself to steaks, Conor, you know, I don't think you're up there anymore. I think you need to look in the mirror. I think he needs to look at his sparring footage as well because I've seen some bits. He doesn't look that bad, you know, at the moment. But, you know, it's not anywhere near to where he was. But let me know what you think in the comments below because I'm concerned, still, that he might not be right in the head. But I'm more excited for this return, to be honest. I feel like it's going to be like a Ryan Garcia kind of moment. I feel like, you know, Conor's, you know, I don't think he'll get his act together, but I think he'll come on fight week on Smoke. I think that could be quite an entertaining fight week because it's like, you know, McGregor on pretty, like, you know, when they go to saying, oh, it's like him on coke or crack cocaine, you know, it is literally like McGregor on that. So, but thank you very much for watching and let me know in the comments if you think McGregor will come back and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you.